You might be over 35 watching this video, and you might be thinking it's impossible, or it's seemingly impossible, to date women who are younger than you. Well, that's not quite the reality, so let me explain. First of all, my clients do it all the time. We have seen insane results with the guys who are well over 35 dating women who are anywhere from 10 to 20 years younger than them. And I've done it a bunch myself. It is not impossible to date women who are super young. But here's the reason. Women are attracted to behavioral traits that tend to show up in men who are older. When I say older, we'll say anywhere from 28, 29 and up. The traits that I'm talking about are financial security, maturity, wisdom, confidence. And these signal to a woman that you can be more of a protector and more of a provider. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have these exact same traits if you're, let's say, 21 to 26 years old. You absolutely can. And if you do embody those traits, then you will be able to attract more women. But women see men who are older as men who typically have those traits. But either way, when you start to reach 30 and above, you are typically going to have those very attractive traits. That's just how it goes. Your finances are going to be in more order. You're going to have more experiences that's going to rough you up a little bit and make you more confident. You're going to have seen more of the world. You're going to have probably talked to more girls, been in more relationships. You're going to have slept with more women. There's going to be more of an aura about you because you have had all these experiences. And younger women will see that, as well as older women. Now we can even get more granular with it. There are studies, there are tons of surveys that I've researched online, and it is shown that women do want to be with men who are older. They even say specifically that they would want to date a guy who is the same age or older. And I've even been reading a book called Dataclysms, which is a great book from the founder of OkCupid, a very popular dating site. And on there, he's seen through the research, looking at all the data on all the traffic of people on his website, that women are going for men who are, like I just said, their same age or older. And that's also what they put on their dating profile for what they prefer. Now, more of the dark side of this. If we add into all the reasons of why a woman might want to date a guy who is older, you're going to have a select few women who have what's called daddy issues. What's daddy issues? This is issues that a woman had when she was growing up. She had some sort of trouble or trauma with her father. Maybe her father wasn't around. Maybe she was abused, whatever it is. And so what happens in trauma, people who have had traumatic experiences will actually subconsciously start to recreate them. And so that means that a woman, let's say, who's 22 years old, who's been through some traumatic experiences and has daddy issues, will actually try to date a man who is significantly older than her so she can actually relive the trauma as a coping mechanism to actually try to fix it. I know, sounds crazy, sounds wild, and extremely counterintuitive, but this is what happens. Now, I'm not saying we take advantage of this. I'm just saying this is one of the reasons why there are women out there who will go for significantly older men. Sometimes it's because of those past traumas, and you have to stay away from those women. A friend of mine was actually just in a relationship with a woman who was 17 years younger than him. And he's a very close friend of mine, so I got a little bit wary at first. I said, all right, 17 years, that's like a little bit young. Is this a woman who you really want to connect with? Like, do you actually connect with this person? And he was completely infatuated and said, yes, this is amazing. They went on to continue to date. All of a sudden they get to 6 months. And what do we find out? Even though it seems so cliche in the beginning that we can make jokes that, oh, she's so much younger, she probably has daddy issues. Turned out she actually did. So you got to be really careful where maybe there's a girl who's young, who's super attractive, and maybe it's fun for a 1, 2, 3 time thing, but maybe not for the long run, because those women will cause drama in your life and make your life more stressful. So how do you do it? How do you actually make this all work for you? If you're a guy who wants to attract women who are younger and don't have any sort of daddy issues, well, guess what? Nothing changes. This is the secret. Nothing changes whether you're trying to attract a woman who is younger than you, the same age, or older than you. Women are women, men are men. They are going to be attracted in pretty much the same way. Of course, there's going to be little differences. Women who are older have had more experiences. They might be a little bit more jaded. But either way, attraction always works the same, whether she's 18 or whether she's 75. So you're not going to be doing too much of anything different. You just have to ask yourself, is this someone that I actually want to be with?